any um, improvements where I get good armor straight off the bat, because one of my youngest son accidentally deleted all my save files. So it means I'm starting immediately from fresh. The only stuff I get is what I pick up or are able to buy at the beginning. So cross fingers and hope to God I do very well. And I'm doing this on Nightmare with traits on. So let's get into it. I am playing as a Elven Mage for this playthrough. Okay. Bold. Why there are a lot of shaving hairstyles but not a lot of hairstyles?
You leave me no choice.
As long as the job gets done, I don't care about the rest.
No.
Tell me why we shouldn't kill you now. The Conclave is destroyed. Everyone who attended is dead. Except for you.
You think I'm responsible?
Explain this.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I don't know what that is, or how it got there.
You're lying!
We need her, Cassandra.
Whatever you think I did, I'm innocent.
Do you remember what happened? How this began?
I remember... running. Things were chasing me, and then... a woman?
A woman?
She reached out to me, but then...
Go to the forward camp, Liliana. I will take her to the rift.
What did happen?
It will be easier to show you. It's a massive rift into the world of demons that grows larger with each passing hour. It's not the only such rift, just the largest. All were caused by the explosion at the Conclave.
An explosion can do that?
This one did. Unless we act, the breach may grow until it swallows the world. Each time the breach expands, your mark spreads, and it is killing you. It may be the key to stopping this, but there isn't much time.
You say it may be the key. To doing what?
Closing the breach. Whether that's possible is something we shall discover shortly. It is our only chance, however. And yours.
You still think I did this? To myself?
Not intentionally. Something clearly went wrong.
And if I'm not responsible?
Someone is. And you are our only suspect. You wish to prove your innocence? This is the only way.
I understand.
Then...
I'll do what I can. Whatever it takes.
They have decided your guilt. They need it. The people of Haven mourn our most holy, divine Justinia, head of the Chantry. The Conclave was hers. It was a chance for peace between mages and Templars. She brought their leaders together. Now they are dead. We lash out like the sky, but we must think beyond ourselves. As she did. Until the breach is sealed. There will be a trial. I can promise no more. Come. It is not far.
Where are you taking me?
Your mark must be tested on something smaller than the breach. Open the gate. We are heading into the valley. pulses are coming faster now. The larger the breach grows, the more rifts appear, the more demons we face.
How did I survive the blast?
They said you stepped out of a rift, then fell unconscious. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was. Everything farther in the valley was laid waste. Stay behind me!
It's over.
Drop your weapon. Now!
Do you really think I need a staff to be dangerous?
Is that supposed to reassure me?
I haven't used my magic on you yet.
You're right. You don't need a staff, but you should have one. I cannot protect you. I should remember you agreed to come willingly. Take these potions. Maker knows what we will face.
Where are all your soldiers?
At the forward camp, or fighting. We are on our own for now. Watch out! If we flank them, we may gain the advantage. Up on the hill. It attacks from a distance.
I am playing a nightmare with traits, if they actually worked this time. Yes. Not all traits, just some of them are on. fucking nothing. This is gonna be a harder fight.
We're getting close to the rift. You can hear the fighting.
Who's fighting?
You'll see soon. We must help them.
Do 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 do. Jump down.
What did you do?
I did nothing. The credit is yours.
You mean this?
Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark upon your hand. I theorized the mark might be able to close the rifts that have opened in the breach's wake. And it seems I was correct.
Meaning it could also close the breach itself.
Possibly. It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
Good to know. Here I thought we'd be ass-deep in demons forever. Varric Tethras, rogue, storyteller, and occasionally unwelcome tag-along.
Are you with the Chantry, or...?
Was that a serious question?
Technically, I'm a prisoner, just like you.
I brought you here to tell your story to the Divine. Clearly, that is no longer necessary.
Yet, here I am. Lucky for you, considering current events.
It's good to meet you, Varric.
You may reconsider that stance in time.
Oh, I'm sure we'll become great friends in the valley, Chuckles.
Absolutely not. Your help is appreciated, Varric, but...
Have you been in the valley lately, Seeker? Your soldiers aren't in control anymore. You need me.
My name is Solus, if there are to be introductions. I am pleased to see you still live.
He means I kept that mark from killing you while you slept.
You seem to know a great deal about it all.
Like you, Solus is an apostate.
Technically, all mages are now apostates, Cassandra. My travels have allowed me to learn much of the Fade, far beyond the experience of any circle mage. I came to offer whatever help I can give with the breach. If it is not closed, we are all doomed regardless of origin.
That's a commendable attitude.
Merely a sensible one. Although sense appears to be in short supply right now. Cassandra, you should know. The magic involved here is unlike any I've seen. Your prisoner is a mage, but I find it difficult to imagine any mage having such power.
Understood. We must get to the forward camp quickly.
Well, Bianca's
Angus
excited.
excited. Oh, I forgot subtitles. Silly me. I love having subtitles on. Audio. Must always have
This way,
subtitles.
down the bank. The road ahead is blocked.
We must move quickly.
This is vet. So he doesn't need anything new then. I hate this glitch where you keep your weapon on. And nothing I seem to do can change that.
Demons ahead!
Glad you brought me now, Seeker?
No, because you're basically going, told you so.
Dalish, but clearly away from the rest of your clan. Did they send you here?
What do you know of the Dalish?
I have wandered many roads in my time, and crossed paths with your people on more than one occasion.
What do you mean by crossed paths?
I mean that I offer to share knowledge, only to be attacked for no greater reason than this superstition.
Can't you elves just play nice for once?
Oh, yeah. Yeehaw.
We must hurry, before the mark consumes her.
So, are you innocent?
I don't remember what happened.
That'll get you every time. Should have spun a story.
That's what you would have done.
It's more believable, and less prone to result in premature execution.
Same again. Cassandra, run forward.
I hope Liliana made it through all this.
She's resourceful, Seeker.
We will see for ourselves in the forward camp. We're almost there.
That was a pretty good tactic. I need more resources up here. It's not about being audacious to come all out here. It's a time wasting. Okay.
Another.
Get up here quickly, Cassandra. Wraith. Get after you. Aim for that.
We must seal it! Quick!
And you aim for you. I chain lightning.
They keep coming! Help us!
Okay. Now, Solus is the one that has a barrier ability, so... it's because I'm still...
Right away, Lady Cassandra.
We are clear for the moment.
Let me guess, because yeah. Because
Well done.
for some reason stuck
Whatever
in
that thing
combat
on your
mode.
hand is, it's useful.
Is that gonna help me? Nope. I hate glitches.
The prisoner must get to the Temple of Sacred Action.
Give that to Cassandra. Get rid of that.
It is our only chance.
You have already caused enough trouble without...
Here they come.
You made it. Chancellor Roderick, this is...
I know who she is. As Grand Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Val Royeaux to face execution.
Order me? You are a glorified clerk, a bureaucrat.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
We serve the most holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Justinia is dead! We must elect a replacement and obey her orders on the matter.
Don't talk about me like I'm not here.
You shouldn't even be here! Call a retreat, Seeker. Our position here is hopeless.
We can stop this before it's too late.
How? You won't survive long enough to reach the temple, even with all your soldiers.
We must get to the temple. It's the quickest route.
But not the safest. Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountains.
We lost contact with an entire squad on that path. It's too risky.
Listen to me. Abandon this now, before more lives are lost.
How do you think we should proceed?
Now you're asking me what I think.
You have the mark.
And you are the one we must keep alive. Since we cannot agree on our own...
Use the mountain path. Work together. You all know what's at stake.
Liliana, bring everyone left in the valley. Everyone.
On your head be the consequences, Seeker.
Let me see if there's a control option to try and get rid of that. Right. But that's still flaming. I'm not gonna be able to get into. And without that, this is annoying. Hold on. Maybe if I do that. Didn't want to have to do this, but maybe do that. Exit to the main menu and then go back in. I might get rid of the problem. Because if I can't level up, that's going to cause a huge problem. So we then go back in and hopefully that problem's got rid of itself. If not, ay ay ay. Hey, there we go. Now I can level up my character. And the problem hopefully won't occur again. Hopefully.
The tunnel should be just ahead. The path to the temple lies just beyond it.
What manner of tunnel is this? A mine?
Part of an old mining complex. These mountains are full of such paths.
And your missing soldiers are in there somewhere?
Along with whatever has detained them.
We shall see soon enough.
Come on, slowly does it. Everyone's here? Good. Cassandra, you're first in? Okay, let us get this on the way. And what the hell is Cassandra doing? Bloody hell, Cassandra, do as we say. Oop, flaming balls.
One down!
Okay, Cassandra. Here is your new shield. Come on, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. especially as a mage.
Guess we found the soldiers.
That cannot be all of them.
So the others could be holed up ahead.
Our priority must be the breach. Unless we seal it soon, no one is safe.
I'm leaving that to our elven friend here.
Well, I do have the marks, so it's not big.
Lady Cassandra!
Lieutenant, you're alive.
Just barely.
Always get some advantage.
Sealed, as before. You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Let's hope it works on the big one.
Thank the Maker you finally arrived, Lady Cassandra. I don't think we could have held out much longer.
Thank our prisoner, Lieutenant. She insisted we come this way.
The prisoner? Then you...
It was worth saving you, if we could.
Then you have my sincere gratitude.
The way into the valley behind us is clear for the moment. Go, while you still can.
At once. Quickly, let's move!
The path ahead appears to be clear of demons as well.
Let's hurry before that changes. Down the ladder. That's the way to the temple.
Also have to change my whole entire strategy as well.
So, holes in the Fade don't just accidentally happen, right?
If enough magic is brought to bear, it is possible.
But there are easier ways to make things explode.
That is true.
We will consider how this happened once the immediate danger is past.
The Temple of Sacred Ashes.
What's left of it?
That is where you walked out of the Fade, and our soldiers found you. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was.
This is gonna be an interesting fight. I'll keep that because that will come in handy. You know, it is only fire resistant, but still.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Leliana, have your men take up positions around the temple. This is your chance to end this. Are you ready?
I'll try, but I don't know if I can reach that, much less close it.
No. This rift was the first, and it is the key. Seal it, and perhaps we seal the breach.
Then let's find a way down. And be careful.
Now is the hour of our victory. Bring forth the sacrifice.
What are we hearing?
At a guess, the person who created the breach.
You know this stuff is red lyrium, Seeker.
I see it, Varric.
But what's it doing here?
Magic could have drawn on lyrium beneath the temple, corrupted it.
It's evil. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone help me! That is Divine Justinia's voice.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And down we go.
Someone help me!
What's going on here?
That was your voice. Most Holy called out to you, but...
What's going on here?
Run when you can! Want them!
We have an intruder. Slay the elf.
You were there! Who attacked? And the Divine, is she... Was this vision true? What are we seeing? I don't remember.
I don't know. I don't know.
Echoes of what happened here. The
Not
fate
to the
leads.
Seeker Fortress.
This rift
Blow,
is not sealed,
not.
but it is closed, albeit temporarily.
Not into the
I
Warden
believe that with the
Fortress.
mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
That means
It's
demons!
demons.
Stand
Yeah,
ready!
Yes, the demon it attracts is not what we want to do. Ha 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 ha.
Now! We must strip its defenses. Wear it down. The demon is vulnerable. Now! More coming through the rift.
Well, it's afternoon. Whoa, shit. Right. Shit, I'm almost dead, and I'm the only one that's... Ah, shit. Go. No, damn. So let's get out of there. Get to me, hurry up. Something I can pick up? No. Okay.
Do it!
I'm doing it alright. My god, bossy boo. Ah, yeah, Cassandra. Wish you got more than just a weapon fragment though.
I didn't know you were awake, I swear.
Don't worry about it. I
beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant. You are back in Haven, my lady. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand. It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
So a trial happens now, I suppose.
I don't know anything about that. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
It's just sad how they treat elves. More health. Okay, time to walk down the path.
That's her. That's the Herald of Andraste. They said when she came out of the Fade, Andraste herself was watching over her.
Hush. Shouldn't disturb her.
Why did Lady Cassandra have her in chains? I thought Seekers knew everything.
It's complicated. We were all frightened after the explosion at the Conclave.
It isn't complicated. Andraste herself blessed her.
Blessings upon you, Herald of Andraste.
Anything in here? Nope.
Blessings upon you, Herald of Andraste.
That's her. She stopped the breach from getting any bigger.
I heard she was supposed to close it entirely. Still, it's more than anyone else has done. Demons would have had us otherwise. Still a lot of rifts left all over. Little cracks in the sky.
Oh, demons having you can still happen.
Good luck sealing those rifts.
Not taking orders right now. Got a problem with it? Bring it up with Cassandra.
Doesn't matter which way you go, you'll have the same reception. Everyone basically saluting you. You know, at first I had no problems having you in chains. You been the big baddie. I do all of this before I go see Cassandra, so I'm not using up the time
Blessings upon you.
to do all this then, because after that is when you can talk to people. Oh, I missed that. There we go.
May God be with you.
Alright, into the church we go.
Chancellor Roderick says the charge wants nothing to do with this.
Have you gone completely mad? He should be taken to Val Royal immediately, to be tried by whoever becomes divine. I do not believe he is guilty. The elders failed. I do not believe that. That is not the use at this time. Your duty is to serve the charges with my duty is to
I can only get to that so far. I wish that you didn't have select armor for select classes, like it was back like in the original Dragon Age, where you could have any of your characters wear any armor, but of course the armors of course worked better if it was mage, but you could have a mage wearing the armor of a warrior.
Yes. Good.
I've just leveled up. My next ability is here. So we know to do that twice. It's gonna help. In we go.
Chain her! I want her prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
Let me guess. You need my help.
You have done plenty. Your actions will be taken into account by the new Divine.
Have a care, Chancellor. The breach is not the only threat we face.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to her for help.
So her survival, that thing on her hand, all a coincidence?
Providence. The Maker sent her to us in our darkest hour.
"5 minutes ago you wanted me dead, and now I'm your savior."
I was wrong. Perhaps I still am. I will not, however, pretend you were not exactly what we needed when we needed it.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
You know what this is,
Yeah, it is.
Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order, with or without your approval.
And he storms off like a little baby.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
But aren't you still part of the Chantry?
Is that what you see?
The Chantry will take time to find a new divine. And then it will wait for her direction.
But we cannot wait. So many Grand Clerics died at the Conclave. No, we are on our own. Perhaps forever.
You're trying to start a holy war.
We are already at war. You are already involved. Its mark is upon you. As to whether the war is holy, that depends on what we discover.
What if I refuse?
You can go if you wish.
You should know that while some believe you chosen, many still think you guilty. The Inquisition can only protect you if you are with us.
We can also help you.
It will not be easy if you stay. But you cannot pretend this has not changed you.
If you're truly trying to restore order...
That is the plan.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
I love those ravens. Especially as one goes to Varin for Redoubt, however suppose you don't know the Templars are there, or moving there. Of course everyone knows where the Mages are, at Redcliffe. Goes like a little baby. Inquisition.
Look who's back from the dead. Again.
I don't recall meeting you before.
I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't particularly coherent. Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making knows where, though. So, you're welcome.
I didn't realize. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you can pay me back by fixing the world. Name's Adan. I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
We're fine as far as raw labor goes. You've more important things to do than tend to me. I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's notes. Old bastard was working on something special. He died at the Conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look for them.
Farewell.
The chosen of Andraste. A blessed hero sent to save us all.
Am I riding in on a shining steed?
I would have suggested a griffon, but sadly they're extinct. Joke as you will, posturing is necessary. I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay then. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate mage surrounded by Chantry forces, and unlike you, I do not have a divine mark protecting me. Cassandra has been accommodated, but you understand my caution.
You came here to help, Solus. I won't let them use that against you.
How would you stop them?
However I had to.
Thank you. But now let us hope either the Mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
You built for them the golden cities at the center of all creation.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
I have no idea what's happening anymore.
That makes two of us. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
It's pure luck that I escaped.
Good luck or bad? You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky... that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle. Need something?
The red lyrium we found at the temple seemed to upset you.
My brother Bartrand and I sort of discovered red lyrium during an expedition in the Deep Roads. We located an ancient thaig, so old it barely looked dwarven. There was this idol there made of it. Bartrand brought it back to the surface, and, well, everything's gone downhill from there.
So what is it? Just another kind of lyrium?
The red stuff is lyrium like a dragon is a lizard. It's not just a different color. It has a whole host of weirdness all its own. I've written to every mining cast house in Orzammar. No one's seen this stuff before or knows where it came from.
What makes it special?
Regular lyrium can mess you up pretty badly, but you have to ingest it for that to happen. Red lyrium messes with your mind when you're just near the stuff. You hear singing, get violent, paranoid, and then it does creepy shit. Makes things float, brings statues to life. I've had a few alchemists studying it in Kirkwall, in shifts.
Why do you have red lyrium?
My brother kept a sliver when he sold it. I'm pretty sure he held on to it because it was already talking to him. That little shard drove him mad. After his death, I found it hidden in his house. We brought the shit to the surface, Bartrand and I wanted to find out if there was a way to shut it up. So far, it looks like the answer is no.
If red lyrium is as dangerous as you say, why'd you keep it?
I've heard that shit singing to me. I know better than anyone how bad it is. In Orzammar, miners keep regular, non-crazy raw lyrium in special lead-lined containers. Actually, it's a huge secret how they're constructed. Keeps surface folk from horning in on the lyrium trade. I pulled a lot of strings and got a smith to build me 4 of them nested inside each other. Nobody gets to study it up close for more than an hour, and they have to wait a week between shifts.
I think that's enough on red lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject. Need something?
I want to know more about red lyrium.
I'll tell you what I can.
How did the red lyrium get in the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I don't know. As far as I knew, there was only one small piece of the original idol we brought out of the Deep Roads. And it's locked in a vault in Kirkwall. One I had built by the mining cast especially to hold it.
I think that's enough on red lyrium.
Damn it.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject.
That would normally be an option. Ooh, lightning star. 8. What do you guys want? 1, 2. One, 2, 3, 4. Barbarian Lord. Okay. Level 36 fire star. Oh. Whoop. So now I don't need that. Hold on, we can change his weapons. Yeah, but it wouldn't be him if he didn't have B8. Cassandra. keep all of that, because, no, don't keep that. Don't keep that, and she's not going to be two-handed to keep. Okay, don't keep that either, it's weaker. Okay, armor-wise. You. 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 Me and me. Oh yeah, and you. And you can go, you can go, you can go. You, and you. Keep that for when we can use it. That's all for our sound.
I knew them, and crossed my heart
On Inquisition armor, because it was better than what I was given. Give that to our good friend Solus. Armor. Rogue human. I'm not really gonna wear that.
And Mother Giselle will treat all demon claw wounds as you...
Ah, you're awake and out of Lady Cassandra's clutches. And I slipped that, young elven lass good coin to tell me when you came back to us. No matter, no matter. Segret, honored to meet you. Thank you for all you've done, and hopefully will still do.
What do you think I'll be doing, exactly?
Word's already spreading that if anyone can close that blighted thing in the sky, it's you. Anything you need is yours. For a reasonable price, of course. Supplies are a little tight, given the circumstances.
What kind of person stays to run a shop at a time like this?
The kind with nowhere else to go. Those blasted demons destroy most of my goods. If I stay here, work some contacts, I can start rebuilding. Maybe, just maybe, help you folks out in the process.
You must speak with most everyone here. How are people doing?
Hope and fear in equal measure. No one really knows what it means when an Inquisition is called. Yet. I imagine it's no better for you. You've got my sympathies, for what it's worth.
Until later.
Stay safe.
I spoke with Commander Cullen.
If the Inquisition wants to field a decent cavalry, it needs better horses. I heard
Oh, and who are you to be fishing around for what higher...
No way, Jose.
And what's that mean for you back in Arnsburg?
honestly, about as much as it does here.
Expected you'd be by. I'm Harriet, and everyone knows who you are. How's the new gear fit?
Sturdy and warm. It's perfect.
Good. World's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So, you need custom work, something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
Goodbye.
Right.
I do not believe that at all.
Right.
Okay, so we got a long way to go. And I just found out I do have what I need.
You need
Oh
something?
my
Let me
god.
know. You need something? Let me know.
Die!
I need 4. Actually, I'm gonna need more than 4. 'Cause if I want to, I just realized, and I could not believe it. The golden nugget was there, and I clicked on it, thinking it wouldn't work, and it worked. Straight away, it worked. So that means I now have a slight advantage, where I can get, hopefully, some good armor. No, it's too far away. Let's try it. I do not. Still nothing. now collecting resources, especially as when I first started this, because my youngest child accidentally deleted my saves. I thought I had no access to all the previous equipment that I'd got through all my gameplay. However, it seems like that's not the case. It doesn't matter if my saves are gone, I still have access to them. Which now gives me access to better weapons, armor, and all of that
See reason,
before even leaving here, which will help me. Nugs are very, very important at the moment, especially for ranged defense. So is iron, because it is the most common material around here.
There must be something here.
Resource collection is one of the #1 things you need to do, especially if you want to be crafting your stuff instead of buying it. Now the only reason I'm wearing an Inquisition outfit is because when I first started to play, and I started with having lost my saves, I did not think I had access to the better equipment from your previous game. But it looks like I do still. Ah, that is balls. 3 taken down for no resources gained. That's boring. That's also annoying. Why do we need... That's what we need. Yeah, but we don't have the materials yet. Okay, armor. Oh, hold on. I did have it on the right one. Because the electrical one is gonna be, our good friend Solos's armor. was his weapon? Ooh. 2D magic or 2D... Don't I have... Blade. Blade.
Another time.
So that was the blade I could get, which was... That's the one that I want.
Another time, then.
These truths the Maker has revealed to me. As there is but one God, one life, one death. There is
Oop, ran into people. That's where you gotta watch where you're going.
Do you think if you're here to clean, Hess can get you a bucket and a broom? Anyone calls you knife here, come to me. Oh, you're her. Thrin. Inquisition quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site, maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons.
Farewell.
Make her go with you. Much appreciated.
You're back. And in one piece.
You said you thought Master Tajan was working on something special. If it helps, I found his notes.
The old codger was on the edge of a breakthrough here, but he couldn't see it. You want some of these mixed up? You just give the word.
Farewell.
Does it trouble you?
I just wish I knew what it was, or how I got it.
We will find out. What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Couldn't that kind of power just make things worse?
And people call me a pessimist. May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Such as they are. We lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
Anderan Atishan.
You speak Elven?
You've just heard the entirety of it, I'm afraid.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
Pleased to meet you all.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
They still think I'm guilty.
That is not the entirety of it any longer. Some are calling you, a Dalish elf, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the Mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading...
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
I'm no herald of anything, particularly not Andraste.
I'm sure the Chantry would agree.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign.
And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
Will the Chantry attack us?
With what? They have only words at their disposal.
And yet, they may bury us with them.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far, and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
I'll see what she has to say.
You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
At your service.
Let's see what we have.
To work?
Actually, time.
Herald of Andraste. I've heard the stories. Everyone has. We know what you did at the breach. It's odd for a Dalish elf to care what happens to anyone else, but you'll get no backtalk here. That's a promise. Inquisition Scout Harding, at your service. Well, all of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No, never mind.
Ugh.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
We should get to business. The situation's pretty dire. We came to secure horses from Redcliffe's old horsemaster. I grew up here, and people always said that Dennett's herds were the strongest and the fastest this side of the Frostbacks. But with the Mage Templar fighting getting worse, we couldn't get to Dennett. Maker only knows if he's even still alive. Mother Giselle's at the crossroads helping refugees and the wounded. Our latest reports say that the war's spread there too. Corporal Vale and our men are doing what they can to help protect the people, but they won't be able to hold out very long. You best get going. No time to lose.
Okay, this is where for now I am gonna end it. I thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed so far what you've seen of my new and improved new playthrough. So you now have the other two in actual armors and that, so at the moment it's just me and Solus. Okay, thank you all for watching and see you next time.